friends. We're just going to continue on that series of destructing the TN that I have. I think we're on layout number, I want to say 5 or something, but I pulled some of the papers from about TN that we destructed. If you haven't, deconstructed, I'm sorry. If you haven't seen that video or the TikTok, or actually I did it on Reels on Instagram, you can see how I took apart a TN that was kind of Disney themed, and I'm using it loosely in my album. So went ahead and printed these pictures. Now they weren't very good. They were kind of blurry because we were on the ride, so I printed them small so you really couldn't tell. But I still wanted to document it because it was Shay's first time on Dumbo. And then Sage was actually down from San Francisco and hadn't been to Disneyland in a while. So I still wanted to use it and document it even though the pictures weren't good. So I figured going smaller, you wouldn't be able to tell really that they're like kind of out of focus. But I was just so nervous to hold my phone up while the ride was going and try to take the picture. So it was my fault, but it's okay. I also pulled these 3 papers because I figured the color scheme would kind of work on any of them. You know, I didn't have like a green, which is surprising, or I probably used it. So I'm going to pick one of these papers. I pulled these sticker letter alpha stickers because they're the only ones that I had that I knew I would have every letter, because I have a ton, but I don't have all the letters. So I knew I was safe with this one. I pulled some word phrase stickers because I like the yellow, so I figured that would work. Hopefully one of these words will work. And then this is from Frank Garcia. And then I pulled some of our stickers because Dumbo, and then the balloons I like, so I'm going to definitely use some of these. I pulled some of Julie Make Things. She has kits like Pocket Page or Project Life kits that are just, I'm so sad because like I'm on my last few items from one of the kits and I like love it. So I pulled this. I pulled, oh, and also on one of her kits too, there's like a word card. So instead of getting it like on stickers, she does it where it's like literally a card and then you just cut it out. So I had all these little sayings from it that I put aside that I probably will use something. I pulled some of our ephemera that we have. I wanted to use, of course, some of the Dumbo. And then I pulled this one from Fairy Tale Club because I think it's super cute. So hopefully I'll be able to use that. And then I pulled the balloons as well. Then I just pulled this because the color, it's just like a chipboard sticker. You know, I don't know, maybe I'll use it. And then I pulled, now my stamps, these are like the sample ones from the company. So they're like pretty tore up, but you know, I use them because I don't want to get a brand new one out. But I'm going to use the Dumbo one from our California Love set. And then I'm going to use probably, you can't really tell, but the little tiny, let's see, let me get you a better one. I'm going to use the little tiny Mickey heads and probably stamp, you know how I do. And then just so you guys know that this is a magic band. So we do have a magic band stamp because somebody emailed me the other day and said, oh, I'd love it if you made a magic band stamp. And I'm like, oh, we have one actually. So, and then the little Mickey goes into there, but we could use these on anything. So I'm going to use this. And then of course, I'm going to use my stapler. And I did pull another chipboard. I'd love to use all of these so I can toss this because it's taking up room. I love the days like these. So depending on, and it was like the only thing that actually matched the green. So hopefully I'll be able to use that too. So we're going to get started. Okay, so deciding which, I mean, this is a given. Anything is going to be okay on this. It's just kind of like lackluster, so probably not going to use this one. This one might be a little too bold. I'm probably gonna X that one out. It's probably gonna be between these two. So I do like this one though, but I don't know if it's gonna compete. There's really not a lot of pink. I do like the stars. Might be busy, but I don't know. What do you think? What would you use? Let me know. I think I'm gonna go with the purple, the lavender, because a lot of the Dumbos I have are lavender. So we'll figure it out. But I'm going to start with what we always start with. Kind of customizing that background a little bit more. Like I said, I'm going to use our Dumbo inspired stamp, or flying elephant stamp, and kind of just stamp in between the stars. So not too many, but just enough so we can kind of see. I don't want to make it too busy, but I do want to customize it a little bit because that's what we do. So, have you guys been on Dumbo? Let me know if you've been on it at Disneyland or Disney World, because I think, to me, there is a difference. There's nothing like riding Dumbo at Disneyland, in my opinion. It's just, you know, you're right there by the castle. You can see everything in Fantasyland. It's just very few rides that I would say, you know, one's better than the other, but Teacups and Dumbo and Small World, hands down better at Disneyland. They just are. Okay, so one right there. Here is just that very faint pattern. It's not overpowering. It's kind of complementing the paper. But there we go. Let me clean my stamp. And now we can go in with the other little heads and kind of just add some more little designs. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to randomly put a few heads in some open spots. Let me know if you've tried the Versamark watermark stamp too, because it's one of my favorite tools that I use, and I count it as a tool because I'm constantly, I always have like 2 on hand in case I ever run out. Okay, so I think we get the idea. Let me just do one here. Yeah, well, no, one right here. And then we're good. Cleaning my stamp. Now with the watermark, I know some people don't clean their stamps, but kind of almost tacky like. So I tend to clean it really good. And then I always put my stamps away. Okay, so can you see the subtle print now? Perfect. Okay, so let's get started. We're definitely using that. And then I have all of these cute little Dumbo ephemera that we have in one of our ephemera packs. So we are gonna put them on, just start arranging them. One that goes this way. Let's see with the Now I'm not proud of this, but I cannot cut a straight line if my life depended on it. You can see that, so I'm okay with it though. Kind of do that. I'm not going to adhere anything down because you know me. You know me. I tend to mess up sometimes. So, now like I said, it was Shay's first time on Dumbo. Shay is my niece, one of my nieces. And she loved it. But who doesn't really love Dumbo? And then it was at night, so you could literally see all of the lights. It was really neat. Okay, so let's maybe this moment's the happiest. Yes, it's okay. So that kind of works right there. Dumbo right there. Now again, my friends, you know me, I don't dwell. I kind of tend to do my layouts fast, so if I spend too much time on it trying to perfect it, it's not gonna do me any good. So I just kind of go for it. How did I have these? Like that? Or should I put it on the bottom? Maybe the bottom. Then I could put the title here. I'm just gonna do it. Okay, so what kind of adhesive do you guys use too? I have like a lifetime supply of the Tombow, and I've used it forever, so I do like it. But I'm not too picky either, you know me. How did I have it? Like that. Then like that. Is it like that? Ah, that'll work. Okay. Yeah, see, that works. Oh, I probably should have used this. Huh? That would have been cute. Beauty of the Tombow is, you can kind of take it off. Oh, yeah, look. Perfect, okay. Or should I use the pink one then? Pink. Kind of like the way they're going different though. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with this guy. Okay, so like I said, these are from Julie Makes Magic. I really, or no, is it, what's this shop called? Julie Makes Things. I just gave her a new name. Maybe her park themed stuff should be Julie Makes Magic. I think that's her Disney account, that's why. She has a Julie Makes Things, and then Julie Makes Things shop, and then Julie Makes Magic, I believe, is her Disney one. And she goes to Disney World a lot. So let me think for a second. Should I do Dumbo? Probably. Okay, we're gonna just go for it. I'm not even measuring it. Ah. Oh, wait. Is there, oh, it's always time for, and then I'll put Dumbo, maybe. That's kind of cute. Let me start with the D then. Do you guys have a favorite Fantasyland ride? I think I'm crazy, but I love Mr. Toad's or Casey Jr.'s train, or the Storybook Canal boats. Those are my favorites, I think. I do love Dumbo and I do love Peter Pan, but I think those other ones are underrated because nobody really gets on them, but I love them. Okay, there's my O. And I swear I will get a system that holds my camera, or that is not in my way, because I keep hitting this and I know it's shaking, but I just can't figure out a system that I like yet. So I think I'm on my third mount that I've purchased. And I can't find something. My friend Becky has one that comes from like the ceiling, which I think is gonna have to be, except my ceilings are super tall, like really tall, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Again, you guys know I can't cut a straight line if my life depended on it, but who cares? Perfect, okay. I actually like how it got big, big over here. So we'll put the Dumbo right here. And then maybe should we do it right? I kind of want to incorporate that pink somewhere. I like this pink one. We'll do it right here, maybe. A little busy, but I'm okay with that. Okay, so let's see if we could use, oh, you know what I forgot to use? Gosh darn it, I always forget to do the stapler first, because now it's not going to reach anything. Oh man, that's what I get. Okay, so let's do the days like this. Sorry guys, I'm like a total cleaner while I'm crafting, or I'll get distracted. Ooh, I don't know if this is gonna fit. Maybe right here. Yeah. Let's just put it right here, because I do like that it's green. Cute. Do we add anything else? Nope. That made it a little too busy. Or maybe we'll put it right. Oh, I don't hate that. So let's try that. It's basically how I make a lot of my decisions. Well, I don't hate it. Sometimes I don't love it, but I don't hate it. That is good enough for me. Good enough for me. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. Cute. Okay. Do I need to use this? No, I don't. I didn't have to use this after all. Do I need any of these? I think it'll be too busy. Let me see the ears. I don't think I have room for this now. which I don't. Yeah, no, save it for later. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm pretty much done. There's not much more I could add without it being, you know, a little much. But let me see here. What do I have? Sometimes I have just little like enamel things, but I like to just kind of add. These ones look like when people use like the germs, you know, it looks like the germ, but it's cute. Why not? I'm okay with this. Don't need too much more. So this is gonna be a quick one, my friends, but I think I'm pretty much done. Didn't need too much. I think the only thing I'll do is put the date, maybe hide the journaling, but pretty much done. Yeah, simple, quick, easy. I don't know, maybe I'm when I just pulled the album to slide it in there, I have this one. It's from the deconstructed album that I took apart. I have this one and this one, so maybe I misplaced a couple, but I'll have to check it out. But yeah,